going, everybody? World Money Wins here. Welcome or welcome back. I got a trade I did with a community member. This is a duplicate of what I traded. Another member is looking for a Halloween round, or a Halloween vintage Halloween silver bar to trade me for this one. And these are super popular in the community. Everybody loves these things. And I figured I'd show you what I got. I got to show you the back side of the envelope because I don't want to show the person's information. But they wanted this, and I didn't really want to trade out of these, but I mean, people are offering stuff that I'd be crazy not to trade. And what I'm getting is a modern round, but it's something that I like. And so anyway, let me get into it. So one thing to note is there's no tape on this, so it is pretty susceptible to postal theft. Just a tip for if you're mailing precious metals, I will always use strapping tape. I put a big band across the middle, and then I'll tape the top and bottom edges to include the corners. That way there'll be still some bare strips of paper, but not big enough for anything to get out. Just a tip to help relieve you from some heartache. And so I was surprised that I had multiple people say, "Hey, I want to trade for that. I want one of these." They're not that common, at least in my area. But let me show you what I traded for. He included a few things in here. Let me show you. So I'll start with, wow, that's kind of cool. All right. It's not a $2 bill, it's a bag. Look at that. It's the kind you tear open here. Kind of like with electronics. This is wide. This feels like a lot more than what he was going to send. That is a unique bag, though. These are kind of cool. I wonder where you get those. So inside, ooh, he's a conspiracy theorist. It's wrapped in tinfoil. I don't know if that helps, but that's kind of an interesting idea. I've never thought of wrapping it in tinfoil. I'm going to save this bag because I really like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably send somebody else's prize winning or whatever out in that. And so I hope you guys are doing good. I got a schedule with a cardiologist because I did a calcium score. That's one of the benefits to not having insurance is you don't need referrals from doctors and you don't have to worry about insurance approvals. You just say, "Hey, I want you to do an entire body scan of me," and they're like, "Okay, here you go." Or like, "I'm going to go see a cardiologist," and you don't need somebody's permission. You just go, "I'm self-pay, so don't worry about insurance." And you get huge discounts, or at least most places will give you huge discounts if you're self-pay, because they don't have to deal with the bureaucratic BS of insurance companies. So it saves the actual medical people money. So this is some fractional. This is a silver dime. But here's the thing. This is unusual. I was not expecting this. This is a 2008 dime, but that's silver. What the heck? I've never seen these, a modern silver dime. I'm gonna have to put that on the Sigma, see what the heck that is all about. So this must be from a proof set, I'm guessing. And then he sent me about $2.50. This is a €2 coin. And this one looks Greek. It's 2009. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Sweet, that is cool. €2 coin. The coins in Europe are so much cooler than ours. They don't have $2 bills or $1 bills. They're in coin form as they're supposed to be. And he sent me a Sacagawea dollar. Sacagawea. These have fooled so many people thinking that they're gold. And people get mixed up for quarters a lot of times in their change. Bam. A 1/10 ounce. So all this is coming from a trade from a one ounce silver round. Money Mills Exchange, 1/10 ounce. 1/10 ounce silver bar. Let me zoom out a bit so I can get the stuff in there. This is like a humongo goodie package. Holy cow. This looks like Monarch. Okay. LSM. So maybe it's not Monarch. Who made this? I gotta get the jeweler's loop out. LSM 3 fine silver. It's a 1/10 ounce. But it looks kind of like a Monarch Precious Metals type of scenario, but I don't think it is. Let me know if you know who did this. He probably told me in the emails, and I probably forgot because that's how organized I am. I forget these things. And oh, and by the way, I'll be on Vegas Stackers channel on Saturday morning if you want to tune in there. They start at 10, and they're going to have CJ from CJ's Coin Shop because he's at the Fun Show in Florida, and I'm going to go on after him, I think. So if you want to come hang out, it's kind of a long show, so 10, 11, 12, something like that. It starts at 10. I'm not sure what time I'll be on, or if I'll be on right from the beginning, but I'll be available. They reached out and said, hey, do you want to be on Monday night? And I was like, sure, what time does it start? And they're like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I'll be in bed by then. Like, how about Saturday? I'm like, sure, yeah, heck yeah. Mornings are always good for me. So if anybody ever wants to have me on a stream, mornings are good. So like right now, I'm filming this at 6:30 a.m. I've been here at the office for 2 hours, I think. So then the main thing that I traded this for was this Kookaburra. And I don't think I have this year. This is the 2024, the 125th year anniversary. Let me pull it out of the capsule. I've got a few Kookaburras, and I got a video coming up. I'm not sure if I'm posting it before this or after this. That's got a bunch of pandas, if you're into pandas. I mentioned that on Silver and Cigars channel. Australian Kookaburra. These things are super cool. I always like the Kookaburras. I just don't like the premiums. So if I could trade into them for like a higher value 1 ounce silver, then I don't mind, especially if it's something that I have duplicates of. And then the icing on the cake, the piece de resistance, he also sent a $1 silver certificate. Check that out. 1935 F. It's got 5 3s. So this is from back in the day when our money actually had value. These were coupons that you could take to a bank and get an ounce of silver. Not really an ounce of silver, 0.96 of an ounce of silver. In silver payable to the bearer on demand. And so it wasn't silver bullion that you would get. You'd actually get like a Morgan or a peace dollar or 4 silver quarters or 10 silver dimes for your $1. So these were easier to carry in stacks, or 100. Instead of carrying 100 Morgan dollars in your pocket, which would be insane, you could carry a $100 bill. Those were gold certificates because a $100 bill would get you 5 ounces of gold. It would give you 5 gold double eagles or 10 eagles. So this is super cool. And I wanted to get one of these anyway for the channel, just to show, to keep in the background or show on the channel. But this is super cool. I'm super glad to have this. I've got a couple other ones, but they're way far away from me in storage, and so they're not something I can easily dig out. They're with like a lot of my other precious metals. They're not like readily available. But anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm being proactive with my health and I hope you guys are too. Do some exercising, do some yoga, and if you don't have insurance, check with the nearby hospitals and just say, hey, do you guys have discounts for people that are self-pay? And most of the time they'll say, yes, we do. We've got this thing you can fill out to see if your income qualifies you, and those you don't want, because, well, I mean, unless you're low income, whereas I'm not low income, so I wouldn't qualify for those programs. But most hospitals will say, yeah, if you're self-pay, we don't care how much you make. You can be a billionaire. If you're paying out of pocket, we don't have to deal with insurance. We'll give you a 25% discount. I found one hospital, it gives you 75% discount. So shop around for hospital systems, and then like if it's like Good Samaritan or OHSU or like a popular, I don't know, McLaren or popular hospital corporation or whatever, look for a doctor within that system. That way they can schedule like cardiology stuff or bone things, whatever whatever you do with bones, and then they can schedule that within their ecosystem. So that might mean changing doctors. I don't get married to doctors, so I don't mind. But my current doctor is smoking gorgeous, so I wouldn't mind. But anyway, wife won't see this video. But anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Take care of yourself. And thank you so much for this trade. This was worked out greatly in my advantage because I got ounce for an ounce, and then I got some fractional and a silver certificate. So I was like, man, you sure you want to do that? And he offered other stuff too, and I was like, other trade options. But this worked perfectly because I wanted one of these to show on the channel. And I'm rambling. So have a great day. Take care of yourself. Take care of your neighbors. And have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next video.